Drivers, start your engines!
Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48 WW2 Buff here with the INORL Lowe's Nationwide Series race 30 of 31 here at Kansas for the STP 300. On the pole here today will be Charles Sanford with Mason Wood, last week's winner on the outside pole. Then you have James Qualls, John Wilson, Jordan Ippolito, Peter London, Richard Johnson, Henry Sanford, Jerry Guerrero, and Brian James rounding out the top 10. As we are on race 30 of 31, only 2 races to go and 1 race after this one. For the championship contenders, this could be the key race to set them up for a good run at Homestead next week. But we are getting ready to go green here at Kansas for 41 exciting laps. Already, Charles Sanford gets out to a good lead. So does Mason Wood. He's going to be right on his tail. Those two are going to fly away from the rest of the field. James Qualls is going to try to take over third now. But here comes Mason Wood to the inside of Charles Sanford, trying to get a run. And yeah, he will easily get a great run. But oh, Sanford fighting back on the outside line. But Mason Wood going to lead the first lap. Looks like everybody got on that start okay. We're looking back here where it's going 3 wide in some places. This may not work out too well. Brendan Patterson, your cup winner from last week. You know, he really, he did some spectacular things in that cup car. Just trying to do something in the Nationwide car now. But one person who is falling back fast is Dylan Young. And William Duncan in 25th. It looks like he's stuck on that outside line, and it's not working too well for him. He needs to switch to a different line soon, as they are still 3 wide. Take it back up front now. Somebody already inside the top 10 is Jean Sanford. She has a 27-point lead over William Duncan. This is the kind of run that she needs. Charles Sanford still holding the lead now. Richard Johnson right behind him. Then you have Jerry Guerrero. Qualls is stuck on the outside. Oh, Richard Johnson goes way down below Sanford. Sanford got loose going into the corner, and he's going to lose a couple positions now. And look at Gene Sanford already up inside the top 5 now. Looks like the inside line is definitely the dominant line here today. But Sanford now going under her brother for the 4th position. But she has to worry about Sam Young right behind her. Then here comes Zach Smith on the outside line. Sanford getting in behind him. Here comes Guerrero for the lead now. Now Sanford going to go for 3rd. Guerrero trying to hold that inside line against Richard Johnson, who's now getting a run off the corner. And Richard Johnson going to lead that lap. Oh, but he slides high. Sanford gets into him. And that could have ended horribly for Sanford right there, who was fighting for the championship. She could have just about wrecked herself out of it. Whoa, that came close. Looks like the tire wear is starting to get bad here. See, Duncan finally got back to the inside line. He's going to have to work his way all the way through the field. Same with Charles Jackson, Joseph Bryant, and Dylan Young. And a lot of championship contenders in the back. The only one really right now having a good run has to be Gene Sanford. He's running away with it right now. This is not what William Duncan and any other championship contenders wants to see. What they want to see is the 79 car wrecking. Sam Young now trying to chase her down. He's going to have a lot of trouble. Here comes Fritz Lucas, Jake Rogers. Patterson working his way up. Jerry McMurray he was running in 5th in the championship points. 26 right now. He needs to get a better run. Duncan has now passed Charles Jackson, who's third in the championship points, and Duncan almost inside the top 30 now. Battling with Austin Ogo there. The 6 of Nicholas Guerrero is behind him. Oh, is Dylan Young looking to make a 3 wide off the corner? This could get hairy. Dylan Young, 6th in points, 166 back. He needs a miracle to stay in contention for this one. And as you see, he's pushing it real hard. Just about wrecked the 88 and the 24. (31, 24, and 6) going to make it 3 wide. Looks like they're going to settle it back out to 2 wide. Take it back up front. Oh, and there's another 3 wide. Keep an eye on this. Tony Blazer, Mason Wood, and Derek Draywood. But they will settle it back out to 2 wide. But the leaders have really stretched out. Now Sam Young and Fritz Lukender are now catching Gene Sanford. As we are on lap 11 out of 41. Sam Young getting right behind Gene Sanford. Fritz Lukender not too far behind. Then it's a little ways back to Jake Rogers and James Qualls. Here comes Lukender for the 2nd position. This is not what these two want to be doing. They want to catch the 79. But this is exactly what the 79 wants to see. Charles Jackson falling back. Do another run by the field here. Dylan Young stuck back there. Duncan now aiming for the top 25. McMurray about to break the top 15. Then right outside, right around 12th and 11th is right where the kind of pack racing kind of ends. So, looks like about 12th, 13th and stuff up are kind of spread apart. Sam Young was still able to hold 2nd place, and I think I heard somebody in the wall. No, nobody got in the wall there. But I heard scraping. Pit stop should be coming soon, which would really spread out this race. Sam Young right behind Gene Sanford now, as he has caught up to her, bringing the rest of the field with him. As it's top 2 or 4, then it's a Chevy, Toyota, and a Chevy. Oh, Sam Young slid high there. I think pit stops. Yeah, here we go. Sam Young looking to stay out, though. And he is going to stay out another lap. Same with Brandon Bain, Alex Jones, Sky Commons, and a lot of the field, actually. But most of the chasers, I don't know why I keep saying chasers. Championship contenders on the same pit strategy, as they're 3 wide coming to pit road. Wow, they were really stacked up coming to the pit road there. As Sam Young is still your leader, as he'll be coming down this time. Here comes the rest of the field also. Oh, but the 88 gonna stay out another lap, trying to push his fuel. He's gonna try to go all the way. Well, not all the way. Oh, a couple cars actually. Trying to really push their fuel limit. Already some fuel strategy. Aiden Garrylord, Richard Johnson, Tyson Broad, and Joseph Bryant. But they will be coming down this lap. Now let's go to Gene Sanford, where she is. Fritz Lukender right on her tail now. Lukender now going for what could be the lead. As will anybody get out before these two? Oh, here comes the 42 now. And he's going to pass Sanford by a long shot. Wow, those two got way ahead of the field there. Looks like the earlier you pit, the faster you get out, it's looking like. As Lukather now has lead Gene Sanford in second. Sanford just putting on a phenomenal run. This is not what any championship contender wants to see right now. The 79 car running second. But we still have a long ways to go. You never know what's going to happen. See 3 wide here. William Duncan, he's running 36, man. He is just falling back like a rock. He had just really struggled in these last races. But he's now going to break the top 35 and go for the top 30 now. As he is falling back. Same with Charles Sanford, your pole sitter, running 30th. As Fritz Lukather is pulling an amazingly huge lead. Then look how far these three are back. That is a far ways right there. Sam Young did not get the best of pit stops as he fell back to, looks like about to be 5th. As here comes the rest of the field trying to catch up. Pit stops are a big factor in this race so far, really spread apart the field. Dylan Young, if he gets a bad finish today, he's going to be mathematically out. Joey Guerrero now holding 3rd place. Let's see how far he's still behind. He's about a whole straightaway behind the 2 leaders. That is a long ways here at Kansas. But are they catching them is the question. They are 3 seconds behind. Let's see how far they would be when they cross the stripe. They gained about 800th of a second there. So, still gaining, but they're going to need to gain a lot more if they want to catch him before the end of this race. Because we have just about passed halfway. Alex Jones still looking to make a move on the 38, but if they want to catch him, they might want to draft here. Try to catch that lead pack. Man, they are just really far behind. They have caught a lot that turn, but that's not enough still. Ooh, Alex Jones got loose coming to that corner, and he's going to lose a couple positions here. So far, caution-free. Lukather and Gene Sanford are about to battle again because Sanford is catching the 42. Let's see how much they caught this time. Yep, they are catching them, but I don't know how much time they're going to have. The laps are winding down here. But the laps are slowly winding down. As Gene Sanford, if she could get a win and Duncan finishes to a pretty bad point, she could possibly lock herself up the championship. Like if Duncan were to finish, I believe, like 39th or lower, Sanford could possibly lock up the championship. And that would be an amazing accomplishment right there. Oh, but these guys lost a little bit this lap. Guerrero from the back. Sanford looking for the lead now. Sanford has led most of the laps and could really use those 5 extra bonus points. What she needs to do is get in front of that 42 machine. Take another run by, like a 15th run by of the race. It's kind of getting a little bit boring here as they kind of stretch out a pretty far ways. Oh, Duncan gonna get passed here by a couple cars. That was not a smart move. Like I said, he is in threat of, with the run Gene Sanford's having, getting locked out of the championship hunt. If she gets a win and he finishes outside, I believe the top 35 are around there. And Gene Sanford just took the lead from the 42 machine. 5 is pulling away from that pack. I see he's now trying to run these two down. Seth Cole looking for his second win of the season. And this pack kind of grows larger because a lot of cars are starting to catch up to that second pack. This here's like the second biggest pack, but this pack is way in the back. So it's not really a good pack. But Gene Sanford out in front in that very underfunded 79 team for the Mustang. 42 right behind her, another underfunded team. As the fans are cheering on Gene Sanford right now, as we're coming to get lap 28 out of 41. And she is pulling away from that 42. These two have just went way so far away from the rest of the field now. Just domination by these two. Sanford now holding the lead by a good margin. Ooh, slipped up kind of going into that corner. And I think we're having pit stops again. Yeah, we are. Here comes pit stops. I believe they will be able to make it to the end on this fuel. Yeah, they should be able to, but here comes a good margin of the field here. A lot of them staying out on that lap. Maybe it's a little bit of short pitting. Harley coming in, but Alex Jones will now be your leader. As Sky Common is going to take over second place, and it's Sam Young, Jaber Guerrera, and Aaron Mason. But now these guys will come down pit road. Nope, they're going to stay out another lap. But the 38 is going to come down along with the 27. And here comes most of the field down pit road. But Alex Jones is still your leader with the 30 of Sky Commons running second, right behind him. Let's see where that 79 is. Did Gene Sanford get out? Yes, she did, but Seth Cole right behind her. Oh, Fritz Lucader got out ahead of her, though, and Seth Cole is now right behind her. She's under fire for what could be third place. I'm going to let Seth Cole by and probably get in right behind them. Now Lucader is going to be holding the lead. And these three are going to be way ahead of the rest of the field that's just coming out of pit road now. We are so far caution free here at Kansas. 28 now coming down. Check in where William Duncan came out of position he came out in. He came out 28th. He had a pretty good, nope, 30th. Oh, still falling back. Oh, this is not a good pit stop actually for him. He's going to be, let's see what position. 37th. And he could be in threat of falling back even more because these cars are catching him. Just a bad day for Duncan here today. But an amazing day for Gene Sanford. Sanford now going to go for second. That 42 is a little far ways out there, but can these two catch the 42? Of course, lost in that turn. It's a long ways back to Sosnowski. And it's Alex Jones running at the top 5. Sanford really trying to run down that 42 machine. And she is catching fast. But now Seth Cole is right behind her. Seth's looking to the inside, but not going to get there. Sanford going to try to use the run off the corner to try to get away from him a little bit, but it's not going to work. But as these two kind of draft, that's helping them kind of catch the 42. But if they try to go in battle, they're going to lose a little bit. As Seth is looking low, is he going to get there? No, he is not. But these two are still trying to draft up to the 42. Let's take an onboard here with Seth. Seth looking low, but not going to get there. That's going to give Jean Sanford some time, which is what she needs. Sanford looking for her third win of the season here today. And she is trying everything she can to catch that 42, because if she can get a win today, like I said, that is really going to help her in the championship. And it's the last thing William Duncan wants to see happen. But Seth Cole looking low again, as she is barely catching the 42 now. She's not going to have enough time at this rate. And if they're going to pass, that's not going to help it either. And here comes the 5 down low. These two have caught the 7. Let's check in on Duncan, actually. Still running 37th. Ooh, Sanford lost a lot going to that corner. And they lost a lot to the 42 as we only have a few to go. As the 42 has a pretty big lead over Seth Cole and Jean Sanford. Let's go on board for 2 laps with Seth Cole. Do they have any shot of catching the 42? If they do, they're going to need a miracle. He is far out there. Sanford not too far behind the 5. She doesn't want to battle the 5. She just wants to kind of use her draft to see if the 5 catches the 42. Then she's automatically up with the 42. If they get about within like 1 point, with teams. It seems like once they get the teams, they can't catch that 42 anymore. Let's take a rear shot with the 42 for the rest of this lap. He's probably not even touching the brakes, because he knows he has 2 hungry drivers right behind him. But we are coming to get 2 to go here at Kansas for Fritz Lukender. Seth Cole running 2nd. Yeah, he isn't catching them that much anymore. Sanford running 3rd. Will the 42 slip up and allow the 5 to catch them? The 5 needs a miracle right now to catch that 42. As the 42 will come and take the white flag here at Kansas. Pitch strategy is what got the 42 that lead. And Seth Cole used some pitch strategy to get up to 2nd, but he is not going to be able to catch a 42. The 42 will come out of turn 4 with Seth Cole in 2nd and Jean Sanford running 3rd. Fritz Lukender will take the win here at Kansas. And William Duncan will finish 36th. That is a huge difference right there, but we will take you to your race results and season standings. Now let's see if Jean Sanford could have possibly locked up the championship after Kansas. No, she did not. She was, let's see how many points. She was 4 points from locking up the championship. If she could have led 9 more laps than the 42, like she was trying to go for, she would have locked herself up the championship. Duncan 142 back. Next week when we go to Homestead, here's what he needs to have happen. He needs to have the 79 wreck and him to win the race is basically what he needs to have happen. And that is a very, very slim chance of that happening. But we will see you next week at the season finale at Homestead, Miami.